going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm going to be showing you how to make the Pink Palace apartments from Coraline. Somebody suggested this to me like 3 months ago. I'm so sorry this took so long. I was having troubles finding a good 3D model to use, and between that and what the hell actually is right and wrong about this thing, and, you know, life, it was, in fact, a tough time to get this done, but I didn't know I did that. I release this as soon as possible, I swear. But anyway, yeah, that's really all. So with that being said, enjoy the tutorial, and I will catch you on the flip side. Here are all of the materials you'll be needing for this build. You do also need barriers and structure voids. I was just too lazy to put them in item frames to show them off. But yeah, that is everything. Bit of a long list, but you know. Alrighty, and the space you need for this is a 30 by 29, so close to a perfect square. And the materials we're needing to start off are tough bricks. I missed 2 materials on the thing. It's deep set bricks and polished deep set stairs you also need, but they're not, you don't need them immediately. I just figured I'd mention them because they popped in my head randomly. You also need strip spruce wood, dark oak planks, cherry planks. You will never catch me using these again. White concrete, that's probably a lie. I'll find some way to use them somehow. We'll go birch doors, I guess, to get them out of the way. Blue concrete. Smooth quartz slabs. And I guess we'll go smooth quartz stairs. So starting from the front left-hand corner of your 30 by 29 grid, cough, if you made it, you want to start by counting back by 5. And right by 2, and place just going up to strip spruce wood. I will get the direction in a second. I'm just going to place them up because you realistically need to place them up anyway for placeholder reasons. But yeah, they are facing up. You will then bring each of these right by, I should definitely know this number, 10 with sideways strip spruce. Then go forward by 3, ensuring that the corners are upward facing. I guess you can do it for all of them, but like this one, it doesn't make a difference. You'll then go right by 5, and again, make sure that corner's up, and then back by 6. And it should all be 2 rows tall. You can also go back on the left by, again, I'm so bad with numbers. Back on the left where you started with 20 strip spruce. Just like so. I got all of them for the tough bricks because I was going to start with that, but it makes more sense to start with this. You'll then go right by 1 here at the back. That's the porch outline plus the sunroom, I think it is. I don't know. I'll talk about that later too because that part frustrated me a lot, and I'll explain why. So directly behind the strip spruce here at the far right, you will place tough bricks. You'll bring the tough bricks right by 6, making sure that it is still too tall, and you'll also bring it left by not 13, good lord, left by 7. I got there. You'll then go forward diagonally, left 2, left 2, back diagonally, left 2, back 2, back diagonally, right 2, and then I'm going to end up saying go back by, hold on, can I have an image of the wall so I can actually give you the proper layout, because it technically doesn't matter, but, you know, it does for me. You'll then just go back by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you'll go left 2, back by 7, right by 2, back diagonally, right 1, right 1. Hey, look, 7, 7, 7. Forward diagonally, right 1, right by 2, forward diagonally, right 1, right by, I can't see the number, 11. Forward diagonally, right 1, forward 1, forward diagonally right one, forward one, forward diagonally left one, forward two, forward diagonally left one, and then you should connect forward, which will be 6 tough bricks. And there's kind of both of your layouts going on. Not too bad. You can actually fill in the strip spruce section, which is kind of outside the tough bricks, just in with dark oak planks, so you have a proper floor. We're going to build this house in a bit of a strange way here, because I want to get this front tower done. So we literally may do the entire front tower before we even start on the rest of the house. But it's mainly for roofs that we end up doing that, because the roofs get weird. They just get really weird. You'll see, especially with, like, because I ended up changing the roofs after I had finished already. So, you know, I didn't change all of them, and it created some weird inconsistencies, which aren't necessarily terrible, but they do kind of weird, I'm not gonna lie. So anyway, from this point... Okay, so from this point, it gets a little bit strange. Essentially, you want to take both of the rows of 3 tough bricks, and you will place on either side of that 11 white concrete moving up. Hopefully everyone is having a good day or night. I am for the most part. Then in both the middle of them and on the remaining diagonals, like these, specifically these two, and the one in the middle, you'll place a singular cherry plank at the bottom. You'll then count up from it by 2 and place an upside down smooth quartz slab directly above it from there. Then you will place 5 cherry planks. Oh, how did I even do that? That's impressive. We don't ask how, I guess. And then you'll count up by 2 and place again upside down smooth quartz slab here. So you should be 1 away from the top white concrete. You'll then bring each of those slabs up with 2 cherry planks, and then you will just have to extend the white concretes up by 1 so they're at the same height. Like so. On the front specifically, you want to do as follows. At the top, what do we call it? I'll give you a number to work with here. On the top, like, we'll say 5 blocks. You'll place a row of white concrete back diagonally right by 1. So 3, 4, 5. And I'll go a 6th just for the hell of it, although it's not really a huge deal. I think specifically you need 5. And again, the 6th is just a bonus block if you want it. Speaking of if you want it, we are actually going to just mark out the entire top so we kind of understand how this works. From specifically the top white concrete, it doesn't matter if you keep the pattern going or not. You'll just go back with 2 cherry, back diagonally left 2, and then left 2. I recommend not actually keeping the pattern going because this block here is a cherry plank on the back row of 3 for this left block because this is visible from the outer wall. But, you know, it is what it is, I guess. I don't know why I got out blue concrete. I'm going to be honest with you here because we're really not going to use it until later. But that's whatever, I guess. So at the right side here, you can make this first tough brick here just a full row of cherry planks. Which kind of, I mentioned, is in line with that top one that I was again talking about before. You'll then, from this cherry, go, I guess place a cherry behind it just because, and then place another one left. Left of that, you'll place a birch door, another cherry plank, and then a white concrete. On top of the birch door, you'll place a smooth quartz block, which you can just use slabs for. And then you'll bring all those cherry planks and white concrete up by 2 with their respective material. Going back from this row of 3 white concrete, you'll leave a gap of 1 and then place another full row. Gap of 1, full row, gap of 1, full row. So you'll have 4 of these rows of white concrete in total. Connect them each by the top block with upside down smooth quartz slabs, and then you can actually fill these in with blue concrete a block back. Like so. I literally couldn't find anything on this. I found I think 3 models that I was using, and only one of them had this textured, and that was what I went with. And then I found something else, I think, which gave me a different answer. So I don't really know. The one that I saw was essentially like this, the framing, except the windows in the middle were pink. I just went with blue because everything else was blue. But yeah, I really don't know what it looks like, so I'm sorry. I couldn't find any images online. I was using the wiki and everything. And I was getting images even from the game, which I didn't know there was a Coraline game, but regardless, you know, that happened. From the back half of that, you can do the same thing where you leave the gap of 1 and then place the row of white concrete, which will sit on the tough bricks this time, and don't forget the upside down smooth quartz slab at the top. I would bring this whole, like, backside, I guess, up with just a row of white concrete like so. That's mainly for the porch roof because it ends here. And again, I don't know if it actually does that because I couldn't find anything, but, you know. You win some, you lose some. Beyond this white concrete here, behind it, you'll place 2 cherry planks, a birch door, a cherry plank, and then a white concrete. If you are looking at this birch door, right of it, you'll place a blue concrete from the top half. And also on top of the birch door, you'll place a smooth quartz block. You'll then place, what do we call it? From this smooth quartz, I believe it should still be 5 cherry planks. And if you line up, you'll see you're in line with that window. And just everything else can be brought up to the same height with either cherry or white concrete, and I would say a rare instance, but it's 1 out of 5, so I guess that's not that rare. 20%? Unlikely, but, you know, it will happen twice every 10 times you run through. Why am I getting statistical here? I don't know. You'll have 4 rows of cherry planks here. Whether or not that's good or bad, I don't really know. But you'll end up taking these 4 rows and extending them forward with 2 more rows of cherry planks, and then a row of white concrete. So I was wrong by a block. So unfortunate. With my tough... Oh, no, I was right, actually. Never mind. I'm dumb. I can't read. Or... You know what? We're going to pretend that it's reading. Take each white concrete and extend it up by 3. And then you want to place a row of cherry planks connecting the top 2 white concrete together, and then just a row down the sides here from each white concrete to leave yourself with a 4-block gap. I went lazy mode here, and for this window, I literally just placed a row of upside down smooth quartz slabs at the top and called it a day. It's split up in a certain way to where you could do essentially this. It'll be more explained later. I don't think I did not do this because it's a 2-block space, and I didn't want to do it like this. I would have preferred the, whoopsies. I would have preferred the trapdoor method that you will see later. I don't like how that looks particularly, because that's not really even, and if you don't have the stairs at the bottom, it also looks weird. So, yeah. Speaking of what we'll do later, we're actually going to do it right now. You want to take the cherry planks above each of those slabs and extend them up by 1. This is just so we have something to build off of. Actually, make it blue concrete, sorry. It is blue concrete later, so we might as well just keep it as such. But you will place, off of the, if you're looking at it, the leftmost 2 blue concretes, place smooth quartz stairs facing right, and off the rightmost 2, place smooth quartz stairs facing left. I guess get rid of your tough bricks for ever and get out birch trap doors. Grab them, please. Thanks. You'll place a birch trap door on top of each of these stairs, kind of open up in the way you would expect, which means you open them to the right on the right and left on the left, giving you this. You'll place the same setup of stairs you placed originally, except they're upside down now instead, and you will need some placeholders for this, which is a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. Like so. And then you can take these middle 2 top upside down smooth quartz stairs and just extend them each up by 1 with the same thing. Nice. You'll place cherry planks on top of those top stairs, and from these 2, you'll just kind of go down diagonally off either side until you are essentially 1 block above the wall height, which you'll end up being 1 block outside of the white concrete as well when you stop. It's not that many blocks, but it will give you this. You can then fill in the middle here, or the sides, I guess, in with cherry. Whatever you consider that. That looks like a slice of cake. Oh, now I'm hungry for cake. Give me cake. Before we move on, though, I do actually want to finish the walls over here because we're pretty much like one wall away, so we might as well just do it, you know? The row from the back side of the pillar, you want to bring it back with an additional row of cherry. I guess you'll do the full row if you so choose. You'll then have a window in line with the top level, so essentially if you just trace this upside down smooth quartz slab over, you'll place one there. Make sure to leave the cherry below it available, and then you'll just end up having a row of cherry in line with it, and correction, I guess 3 if you want, three more rows going back from that. And then that backmost one you can just extend to the left. Although I would trim this down so you only have 1 row of cherry above the window. So you have this. I know that was a really weird explanation. Basically, we're just kind of filling out that corner there. But you only have 1 row there. The only reason the tower is taller is because the roof is just a little bit taller. I don't know what you want from me. But there's the left wall done before we've done the front. That's an unusual characteristic, but whatever. Let's direct our attention to the back here. We want to, before we even make the bottom walls, we want to actually copy this triangle just going that way. So if you take this end of cherry, you'll essentially just bring it left by 2. And then, I don't know how to explain this other than they share this corner block. So when you're building the back wall, just make sure that this is a 1 diagonal on both. So you have that, basically. That's kind of your corner. And then from this point, it'll be the window to the side, so I'll place my blue concrete, and again, if you're looking at it, rightmost 2 will have smooth quartz stairs facing left, and the leftmost 2 will have them facing right. Birch trap doors on top of each open to where they sit basically on top of the part of the stair that sticks up, and then on top of that you'll do the upside down stairs with the same pattern as the right side up ones, and then middle 2 can be brought up each with another upside down stair. And then fill out the cherry around them with the little triangle. That's not really a huge thing to do right now. It's not hugely important, but it is nice to get it out of the way. Because what this means is you can take this row of 3 tough bricks, specifically the leftmost tough brick if you're looking at it, and just bring it up with white concrete until it kind of connects. It'll be diagonally touching like this. You'll then take the rows of 3 tough bricks that are closest to each other and bring them all the way up with cherry until they should hit blue concrete this time. But it'll be the same height as the white concrete, I guess. So you have this. In each of the remaining 4 blocks here, you'll place a cherry plank at the bottom. And then you'll count up by 2 and place your upside down smooth quartz slab there. Then 5 cherry planks. Then count up by 2, upside down smooth quartz slab, and then you'll place 1 cherry plank here at the top. That's that wall. I think I'm just explaining this horribly. I'm doing this, I guess, unusual, but, yeah, it's not too complicated overall, I don't think. Although, maybe I do have an advantage having already built it once. Going across the actual full back row here, you will place, going from, I guess, right to left from this perspective, you'll place 5 cherry planks, a birch door, and then, what is the next number? 6? 6 cherry planks, yes. You do not have a white concrete on this row because this corner is missing, which, I don't know why it's like that. It's a little bit curved there, but yeah. It almost looks like somebody just took, like, a chisel and just went... At least on my build. On the actual thing, it doesn't look like that. So what you can do is on the tough brick below that birch door, you'll place a dark oak plank. You'll surround it in stripped spruce wood, ensuring that you have the same corner thing, and it all just will connect down to the ground. So you have this, basically. And that's all we can do with that, actually, at the moment. What you want to do, though, from this point is place 7 rows of cherry planks on top of the original row. Do not forget your smooth course block on top of your birch door as well. I almost forgot that myself, till I just remembered to tell you to do it as well. But, yeah. And you'll have a pretty blank wall. There is a window, though, which it's on the top, which is why we did it this way. You want to place going across... Hold on, I'm just, like, mathematically trying to figure this one out. Okay, you want to play... It's above the door, so you'll place 5 cherry planks, gap of 1, 6 cherry planks, and then a white concrete. You will then... I guess copy that row one more time, but where the gap is, you'll place an upside-down smooth quartz slab. And then place a full row of cherry planks on top of that with the white concrete included. You can then extend the white concrete down by... Oh my lord, counting is hard. Extend it down by 3. Really should do what I do for the NHL logos, where any block like this that you can't count, I just do a quick /fill so it's like tiled. It would make my life a lot easier, but yeah. Okay, so remember the thing we did earlier, aka on the back here with this? You're doing the same thing here. So you only have, I guess, 2 rows here, but pretend like you already have, or you have the third where the white concrete is. You'll take the furthest out of the rows of 3 where the tough bricks are and just place going up 11 white concrete. Again, it's just on the left this time because there is no right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then on the middle of those rows of 3, you'll place rows of 11 cherry planks. Only thing, by the way, that's different if you're trying to speed demon, there is a door up here instead of a window. It's not crazy different, but it is different enough for me to point that out. In each of the remaining gaps, just kidding, actually. In only the middle, you will do the same thing. So cherry plank at the bottom, gap of 1, upside down smooth quartz slab row, 5 cherry planks, gap of 1, upside down smooth quartz slab row, and then cherry planks. From this point, what is to the right is just a full row of cherry planks. However, to the left, there is a bit of a weird window. So, at the bottom here, you'll place 2 cherry planks, and then an upside-down smooth quartz stair that faces left, or just into this white concrete pillar. There is actually another stair, which is just to the right of this from this perspective, so you have this. You will have to break a cherry plank for that. I forgot that was there. I autopiloted, I'm not gonna lie. For the doorway at the top, it is fairly similar, I would say. The biggest thing is it is pushed... Well, no, it's not pushed in. I lied. It's something or other. I can tell you that much for free. So, you want to place on top of these 2 cherry planks here, these sticky outy bits. You'll end up placing 2 birch trapdoors per plank. The left one, it'll be 2 birch trapdoors, which will open to the left. And on the right, they will open to the right, which gives you just a gap in the middle, basically. You'll then, doing the best you can, do the same thing going out another block on each side with more birch trapdoors. So you have 4 rows of 2. On top of each one, you'll place an upside-down smooth quartz stair, which will, again, face the same way. On the right, they face left. On the left, they face right. Like so. And the trapdoor should be kind of underneath them, like so. And then again, you'll bring the middle 2 up with an upside-down smooth quartz stair facing, I guess, towards each other, like so. I'm going to use blue concrete as a placeholder to just place kind of inside the top here, behind the top cherry planks, and then I'll place birch doors on said blue concrete. This one I am actually going to fill in entirely with blue concrete now, so you can get a better visualization of what's happening. It's just all behind these stairs or trapdoors, and it'll give you this. You don't have to worry about underneath where the trapdoors are floating because that will eventually be... There will eventually be crimson placed there. But you are doing the same cherry thing now with the triangle, where you'll place a row of cherry on top of these top stairs, and then just go down diagonally on either side until you end up just one block above the height of the walls. And filling in the sides where you go. If you are looking at this, you can take this rightmost cherry plank and just bring it all the way along this wall, and eventually you'll end up connecting to the other peak. We don't generally do this on all of them, just the way this wall is, I ended up having that stick out as so. Also, that is actually, this isn't something that necessarily is how the Pink Palace apartments are. I think I said that right. I'm not 100% positive. I mean, the overhang isn't a huge deal, but it's mainly so this roof is more sloped, because I originally had it kind of almost like more of a steep slope, and I realized that was just the model I was looking at that had it like that, so I fixed it. Anyway, along the rest of this side here, you'll just place a row of cherry planks, and then on the corner here, you'll place a white concrete. Should be 7 cherry planks and then a white concrete if you want numbers. You'll then bring that white concrete up by 10. And going front to back now, which is from the white concrete pillar to the wall we just did, you'll place 2 cherry planks, gap of 1, and then 4 cherry planks. Copy that row one more time, but place an upside down smooth quartz slab over where the gap is. Then place 5 rows of cherry planks. And then you'll just copy that window. So 2 planks, gap, 4 planks. 2 planks, upside down slab, 4 planks. And then just a row of cherry on top. With the cherry on top. Wow, insane. That was so unintentional, but that just rolled. So we'll go with it. Anyway, it's time for the front. And that'll be the walls done, which is the easy part out of the way, unfortunately. So going from right to left along the base here, you want to place... Hey, that rhymed. Numbers... You'll place 7 cherry planks. 2 birch doors, and then 4 cherry planks. Before we do anything else, I'll tell you to place the smooth quartz blocks on top of each birch door, like so, or 1 per. You get what I mean. And then from this point, you want to go right to left again and place a cherry plank, gap of 1, cherry plank, gap of 1, and then the rest of the row will be cherry planks, ignoring the door, I guess. You'll again sort of copy that row one more time, just place upside down smooth quartz slabs over the gap. And then this time, I'm going to tell you to only place 2 rows of cherry planks on top of that. You'll see the reason in a second here. It's been a second. You want to go right to left on this next row, and you'll place a cherry plank. You'll then go forward diagonally left by 2. Left 1. Back diagonally left by 2. Left with a white concrete. Then back with a cherry plank, and then left by 5. You will then copy that row to start one more time. We kind of have to do it 2 more times, but not fully, which is why we're going to segment this. You will bring the white concrete to start here up by 4. And everything left of it we're leaving alone. Everything right of it, you'll just bring the cherry up an additional row. From this point, you'll take the cherry on the left and right and extend them up by 3 each. And then bring them each inward diagonally forward by 2 at the top. Below each top cherry plank from this point, you'll place an upside down smooth quartz slab. This is the reason I did the 4 block windows like this instead of having anything in the middle. Because this one, it gets really strange if you try to do anything fancy. So I just decided to not. I just decided that words, yeah. Let's finish off this one before we do the circular window, which that's a spoiler alert, but you know, yeah. You want to take these two middle cherry planks and place smooth quartz stairs facing into each other on top. You'll extend those stairs out by one on each side, making sure you just don't place a block that you're not going to destroy below them if you place a placeholder there. Guess you don't have to place it there, technically. And this window is the same as those two. It's the birch trap doors on top of each stair from this point. Upside down stairs on top of that. Why am I doing it like this? What am I... You know what? We don't ask questions here. We just get answers. Not good answers, but we get answers. And then you'll take the top two middle upside down stairs again and just place upside down smooth quartz stairs in the middle facing towards each other. And voila. That's whatever this is. Same thing as before, though. You'll place cherry planks on top, and then you'll bring them down diagonally out on either side, filling in the gaps until you're in line with the tops of the walls, which will also just be 3 cherry planks off either side of the window. Should have specified that earlier, but oh well. You will bring these cherry planks each kind of back until they hit a wall, or where a wall would be on the left if you decide to do this right now, or just you could wait. It's left by 2 on the far left, or back by 2 on the far left, by the way. On the right side, it goes all the way back like this. So I guess I lied earlier when I said, well, it doesn't go all the way around because it's not like here or at the middle front, so. Yeah, it's weird, but you'll understand it later, hopefully. Anyway, from this point. This is a oddly familiar window to some, however, it's different enough, and again, you'll see what I mean. You'll take the left and rightmost cherry planks and extend them up by 4 each. You'll connect them together at the top, and then you'll have a 3 by 3 gap. Nice. In each corner, you'll place a smooth quartz stair, which will kind of face towards the middle and give you a circular shape. On each edge from there, you'll place a birch trap door, opened or closed, whatever it'll end up being, so it creates this pattern. This is very similar to the refreshed church window. It's a little different because that one stuck out a block, but it's the same kind of deal going on. But anyway, that's your walls done. Like, completely. We're done. Not really, we're not done. There's kind of a lot to do. Our house is bald. Although from this point, you can, if you so choose, back each window with blue concrete. All that means is just if you head to the inside, you'll place anywhere where there's a gap here visible from the windows sections, you'll just place blue concrete. Anywhere you have to fill in the gap. Preferably not filling in that half a block at the base of the windows, though, because that's not very nice. This window design is funny, actually. It's not really exactly original or unique, but I feel like I first used it in Indigo Park, if I'm remembering correctly. Because there's a couple areas in that have, like, windows like this. I'm thinking of that, I want to call it a courtyard, but it's kind of like the Central Park area. I know it's definitely used there on some of the buildings. Oh yeah, you should fill this in too, actually. The underside of the little sticky outy bit at the front, that should be filled in with cherry. I completely forgot to do that earlier. I'm bad. I'm bad? Yeah, sure. I meant my bad, or I'm sorry, but my bad. I'm bad works. Good God, words. I feel like I'm speaking extra bad today. That one was intentional, though. I don't know. Some days it's like that, I guess. Also helps when I know what I'm doing, which I may or may not. I'm not really sure. It's a 50-50 chance. What can we get rid of now? You can get rid of your birch door. Your dark oak planks. I guess that's too late now. Strip spruce, wood, and birch trapdoor. And I'm going to move everything forward, actually. That's an unusual one, but okay. Oh, that's less unusual, but still weird. You want to get out. Deep slate tiles, slabs, that's what I'm looking at first. Deep slate tile blocks. I cannot navigate the inventory. Deep slate tile stairs. And we'll go deep slate tile wall, actually. We'll get that out of the way. And we'll do a quick rotation with that once we're done. You'll see what I mean. So for the tower here, we're going to do the entire roof and build it all the way up. And then the other roof will kind of just collide into it and we may have to destroy a few blocks, but that's fine. I just want to get the whole thing marked out because it's better that way. Around the top of the thing, which we've made, the corner-like tower here, it's the kind of circular-ish thing. You'll place upside-down deep-side tile slabs around the top here. Just like so. I have a slew of images to show me this, so give me a second. Excellent. You will take the middle of each row of 3 and bring it up with a deep-side tile slab, just like so. From this point, you'll place 2 deep-side tile blocks on top of each wall. On top of each cherry plank or white concrete, I should say. Again, just within this tower. We're not doing this for the whole build. Yet again, take the middle of the rows of 3 and place a deep-side tile slab on top. Then, up diagonally in from that, you'll place deep-side tile blocks, which should be kind of just, I guess, inside of the deep-side tile slabs. And it's 4 rows of 3 that all connect on the diagonal, like so. Anyway, you'll bring each deep-side tile block from there up by 1. Then take the middle deep-side tile block on each row of 3 and extend it up by 1, and every other block can be brought up with a slab. Within each slab, you'll place a deep-side tile block on the corners here, and I guess you can extend them up by 2 just for fun. Specifically these corners. Connect them together to create a 3x3. And then yet again, on the middle of the rows of 3, you'll place deep-side tile slab. In the middle of the slabs, a deep-side tile block. 1 on top, and then 2 deep-side tile walls on top. You can get rid of the walls and get out structure voids for like 3 seconds. If you do not know how to get out structure voids, it is /give at s structure_void, like that. That's your command. And you'll just place a structure void off of the left, right, back, and front of this deep-side tile wall. Basically every side but the top. Because you want that little bit taller in the middle. But yeah. That almost looks like a church, like, what is the thing called? The thing on the top. The spire. That's what I'm going to go with. I don't know if that's proper terminology, but that's my terminology, so. This is where things get a little bit complicated, sort of. It's a weird step here. Before we do anything, let's prepare ourselves a little bit more. At the left side here where you have this roof, you'll just take this cherry plank and extend it right by 2. Now, for each of these roofs that we have, the little triangles, you can just place deep-side tile stairs off of either the side or top of each cherry plank. And the reason I say either or is because you want to do it on both, basically. Just, it depends on how you look at it for how you do the step, because you just, I'll show you in a second once I do this one here. Like that. You will notice these two collide. Ignore it for a second. I'll explain how they connect properly. Just like so. Because then what you want to do is you want to extend each deep-side tile stair out by 1. And in addition to this, you're going to place the upside-down deep-side tile stairs underneath them. And this is where the back corner kind of comes together. So again, it's just upside-down stairs underneath like this. You can give these a quartz trim. I thought it looked weird, actually, if you did. The roof has a slight bit of trimming, but you can still see the gray-ish, dark-colored roof even over the trim. So I thought about doing, like, stone or something, which stone looked better, but I wasn't a fan of it as much as no trim. Although, if you do decide to go for a trim, only do it on these particular things that we're doing right now. And it will only be on the stick out row. Sticky outy row? Sure. I say sticky outy bit a lot, so sticky outy row is just the alternative. Anyway, with these back two, you'll notice when you bring these out, you'll end up having essentially stairs like this, kind of. And it'll meet in the middle like this. Essentially, you want to just kind of ignore all of that, so when they connect, you'll have the upside down deep slate tile stairs underneath each one, and have just a deep slate tile block at the very corner where they meet like that. Not ideal, but it works, and it doesn't really make anybody bat any eyes, except for me, but, you know, I made it, so I think I will bat an eye at anything I've ever made if I remember there's any sort of inconspicuous thing wrong with it that nobody will see. Anyway, moving on. It's time to do the full roof, and this kind of... We have 3 points we can work from here. Well, not even really 3 points. It's not quite that many. It's specifically 2. On either side of this spiral, or the... Why did I call it a spiral? The tower here. You'll end up having a row of deep slate tile stairs, kind of... Okay, well... Off of the shorter bits of walls here, and wherever it'll meet to the tower, you'll just have a deep slate tile block instead of this slab here. But you'll have these rows. I am just connecting them to the center roofs with a stair on the side of the cherry planks. But anyway, you'll have this. From each of these, you'll go up diagonally in with a deep slate tile block. Up with a stair. Then up diagonally in with a stair. Then up diagonally in with a block. Up with a stair. Up diagonally in with a block. Hold on, I'm trying to find an image that actually shows me what I want. Okay, well, none of them do. That's fine. Up diagonally with a block anyway. Up with a stair. And then we'll call it up diagonally in with just one more stair. And the reason I'm stopping there is because the height of this roof ends up kind of... It gets shorter than you would think, or it doesn't go as high up as you would think. Because of the fact that with how thin the bill isn't even that thin, but with this back row here, it ends up just kind of shortening itself, or not going all the way back. This roof does get fairly confusing, so I will kind of try to make it as easy as possible. So we're going to get these other 2 sides sort of marked out. The right side is going to be a pain, but the back side isn't all that bad. So essentially, these 2 roofs here, if you don't have a row of stairs at the bottom, that's better because I can explain this, I guess, more with the way that I have it. So you want to take the bottom 4 deep slate tile stair rows and just connect them at the back here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then at the left side here, where this peak is off of the side wall of the build, if you have 2 stairs like I do, you'll place 3 more going across. And then from there, you'll place a full row of deep slate tile blocks, which will go all the way until one further than this row of stairs you have before you. And then from that end block, you'll just connect it forward with deep slate tile stairs. On top of the blocks, you'll also place deep slate tile stairs. And you can kind of line this one up and see where that one is, and you see that stair right there. You can just bring this one back and kind of connect it. Now, with this corner specifically, it's weird because of these 2 roofs, so I am actually going to just connect these roofs up at the corner here, just connecting the stairs along this right angle. And you'll notice at the top here, once I do this side, you'll end up kind of not having this corner work this way, because essentially, your roofs will connect like this. Basically, all I did there, I'll show you what I did, is I have this one going back. That's not really a problem. Have this one just going back as well. Have this one going just across, so these will connect normally. And then this one, I'll go back by 2, and I'll break this corner stair and place it so I'm facing towards the left wall like this. And it gives you this kind of setup. It's, again, a little bit weird, but, you know. And then you can kind of just start filling things in from this point. One thing I will point out is at the far left here, the back right, actually, this block with the stair on top is this end. So if you take this stair, you can bring it actually all the way forward. Okay, well, you can't bring it all the way forward. But you can bring it forward, and then you see the stair to line up with there. You'll bring this one across, and bam. I mean, that's a square right there. Now with this, well, it's not actually a square because we're missing a corner. But you can do the same thing here. you can bring it through, and you will have to break a little bit of the tower for this, and that's fine. As you were kind of going around, the tower will slowly get kind of cut off, and it is fine. There is nothing wrong with that. However, I want to focus on the right side now so you can understand what is happening here. So the same pattern will still apply. I love that voice crack. Same pattern will still apply. So essentially, from this point, I actually have this roof a little bit wrong. You'll place a row of deep slate tile stairs inside of the rectangle I just told you to place. Like so. And I'll build it up first so you can kind of understand the pattern. And then from this, you'll have a row of deep slate tile blocks up diagonally in from that. Directly on top, a row of deep slate tile stairs. And then up diagonally in with a row of deep slate tile stairs. Then up diagonally in with a row of deep slate tile blocks. Up with a row of stairs. And then from this point, since you only have one block, you'll just go up diagonally in with deep slate tile blocks, like so. This is kind of like the neighbor, or not the neighbor house, the player house from full game Hello Neighbor. Anyway, from this point, then you're kind of just connecting things in. So at the back here, you're connecting this roof in, and again, you'll need to take one of these stairs and replace it so it's angled like this. And I would actually start from the bottom on this side, so placing rows of deep slate tile stairs just going along here, because this is kind of unbothered until you notice, okay, yeah, maybe I'll bring these deep slate tile blocks down just because. Place stairs there, and then bam, you have another row of stairs there, and that's pretty much that side fixed up. There we go. It's the same thing actually as the back, where you have the 4 rows of deep slate tile stairs at the bottom, and then it ends up with a row of blocks. This roof becomes more confusing for me now because I didn't actually make it like this originally. So again, you're doing the same thing here, except this one you can actually go down better than up because we have this marking here, so we can just kind of use this to bring the stairs across and see where everything connects. But yeah, when I had built this, again, I had these roofs different, so I ended up building the whole roof based off of that pattern, and then I changed it last minute, and I don't know what's going on. So there's the front, and just to the left, I think is what I have left. Yeah, I have the left, haha. So yeah, I'm just going to connect this into the tower first, and I'll take from this point. Basically, all you need to know is that these stairs will override the blocks will go behind the stairs or tuck inside of them. So you have a row of blocks here, plus one in this corner, and then the stairs will come out of it. Here's just a full row of stairs, and then another one. And then you'll end with a couple of blocks there. That's the roof. At least for the top. We do still have the porch roof to do. But anyway, yeah, that I think it does a job for sure. It's a little confusing, but once you get the idea of what's going on and once you get a lot of those markers done, then it does become easier for you. Let's build the rest of the house sections that sit on top, or on the roof. They're not on top, but they're on the roof. We'll start with the right, and then we'll do left and then back. And there's a reason I'm doing it that way. I swear, I'm not just doing it that way in spite. Where is my image of the right side of the roof? I know I have one. Okay, this one will do, whatever. So, come to the back right peak, which is this one. The one with the actual doorway. You'll count from this top row of stairs down by 2 rows to this one, and then you'll trace this all the way to the inner corner, which is this stair. You'll count forward from it by 1 and break the next 4 deep slate tile stairs. And if this one doesn't actually face into the corner like this for you, you should do it as, or you should make it so it is. You'll place a white concrete at the front and back of this gap and extend them each up by 3. Connect the bottom white concretes together with cherry planks, and then the top together with upside down smooth quartz stairs that face towards each other. You'll then also place cherry planks on top of those upside down smooth quartz stairs, And this kind of gets the same treatment as these larger ones do, just at a smaller scale. You're placing deep slate tile stairs on top of the top blocks, or I guess outside of them as well. And then you'll connect it both, or you'll extend it off of the right by 1 with the upside down stairs included here. And then you'll connect it right into the roof pattern here. You notice for this stair, you will just have to, essentially at the, I guess, frontmost one, you'll place a stair to the left, and then this corner stair will be probably facing at an angle. If it's not, then don't do anything. If it is like mine is, you'll break the stair behind it. And if it's still being a pain, then you'll end up just replacing it so it faces forward. And then just rinse and repeat for the rest of the stairs. And you will have to break and replace the stair here, probably, so you do that. Oh, God. Break that one there, and there you go. Do make sure also, like, you don't have a gap like this. You see how I have this little quarter of a block? I will just break this stair and place a cherry plank in its place. You can also fill in the window with blue concrete a block back, which you will need to break a little bit more of the roof for. Remember this one because I'm going to be essentially mentioning it specifically in location in a second. Not as in this second, but a little bit after this. From the bottom of this, you'll actually give a 2-block gap moving forward and break the next 3 stairs, and same thing, you'll place a white concrete at the front and back ones, and this time only extend them up by 1. Place a smooth quartz slab connecting the bottom white concretes together and an upside down smooth quartz slab at the top ones. This time you'll place deep slate tile blocks directly on top of the whole thing and place a row of slabs towards you or to the right by 1. Also bring that row of deep slate tile blocks left by what should be 2 rows, which again you'll have to break stairs for, and I'm going to have to fix that corner. That's not a huge deal, but you know. You'll then, again, fill in back behind this window with blue concrete. This one's a little bit annoying. And the sides, never mind, you don't actually have sides to fill in. Oh, you do, you have 1. You'll just break that and place a cherry plank. So, this one here on the right. You essentially want to trace this straight through to the left and place one in the same position. So, the easiest way to go about this would just remember what the Y coordinate is. So, you see I'm the 3rd stair down on this peak, so I'll just find this one and go 3rd stair down. And I'll go all the way over. And you want to be on, I believe it's this stair. I'm not actually looking at the image. That's just based on the information I gave you. And I am correct. Am I correct? Wait, I can't read. Yes, I am correct. It is the 2nd stair over. And if you break through, you'll look across and see there's a white concrete there. And then you'll just break 3 back. White concrete at the front and back again. Up by 3 each. Cherry planks connecting at the bottom. Upside down smooth quartz stairs facing into each other, connecting at the top. Cherry planks on top of those stairs. Deep slate tile stairs off of both the, or off of all the top blocks or outside. Overhang it off the left by 1 with the upside down stairs, and then connect it into the roof on the right. Oh wow, that one actually behaved this time. I wonder why it was nicer. So much nicer. And then again, don't forget to fill in the sides with cherry planks and the window middle in with blue concrete. There is one more, and it's on the back. There's nothing on the front as far as last time I checked, which I didn't. But you will head to the back here, and you want to be looking at... Hold on, I had a better image of this. I know I did. I was looking at it earlier. Yeah, I do. You want to be looking at this row of deep set tile blocks here, this furthest down row. Sure, we'll go with that. From this perspective, the left side, you will count right to the 6th one, so you'll be counting right by 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you'll break that 6th one. So you'll have 5 to your left. Break 2 to the right, and I guess also break the stairs above, just so you have the room. Replace the stair and block on both sides with white concrete, and then again, you're doing the thing where you're connecting them in the middle with smooth quartz. Bottom one, smooth quartz slab. Top one's upside down smooth quartz slab. Deep set tile blocks on top. Slabs towards you, and blocks replacing these stairs behind. And again, you're filling in the window with blue concrete, which I'm going to actually crawl in here to do. Like so. That's I mean, the base house done. We do have to still do the porch, obviously, which we'll do now. So on that note, get out birch fences. And after that, it's the weird, like, railing that goes across and leads up there. Which, yeah, is weird. So, first off, let's do the big one first, sure, whatever. You want to place around the outer strip spruce on this front bit, birch fence on top of each one. The only exception is that this front row of 6, you're leaving the middle, I believe 2 open. I love how I changed images. Yeah, the middle 2 are staying open. Like so. At the front, you are taking the left and right most out of this row of 6, with, again, the gap in the middle, and you'll place 2 birch fence moving up. At the right side, and the left side, actually, you want to leave a gap of 2 and then place 2 birch fence on top of this next one. Going across the front now, going left, you'll leave. That's more than 1. You'll leave the first 4 fences open, and then this 5th one will have 2 on top. Then leave 4 open. This next one will have 2 on top. Then going back, you'll leave 3 open, fence, 3 open, fence. Get rid of your white concrete, blue concrete, smooth quartz slabs, and smooth quartz stairs. And get out dark oak planks, crimson stairs, crimson slabs, which we will also use for planks. That's mainly for later, though. And crimson fence. So directly on top of each birch fence, following the same pattern, with the exception of the very front here, where you're placing cherry across, you'll place dark oak planks. So hold on, let me just, God, images, am I right? So again, dark oak planks here, going all the way around, and going forward, and then this will be cherry across the very front, and then going back here, it's dark oak again. You can fill in the, I guess, ceiling here in with dark oak planks in full. Just that one row is cherry because that is particularly visible from the front. And then off of each dark oak stair, you'll place deep slate tile stairs going all the way around. And at the left, you will go all the way back until you're one further back. Then the little sunroom thing, you're going to essentially be there. You'll be past the white concrete by a block. And at the front, you'll just go to the side of the cherry and then out by 1, but not across. Because right here, you'll place, going in from each stair, an upside down deep slate tile stair. Up with a stair. In with an upside down deep slate tile stair. Up with a stair. In with an upside down deep slate tile stair, and then up with a stair. You can do the same thing actually at the back left here with this stair, so just go really until you run into the wall and can't go any further. From this point, you're following the trajectory of the deep slate tile stairs, going up and in a row and continuing with rows until you reach the top of the peak that you made here. The one thing I will point out is you're not going to fill in all the gaps with that information. That's fine. You don't really have to worry about that necessarily. We'll focus on that in a second. I'm also realizing that you will just go through this tower, by the way, not actually breaking through, but just like, you know, like that. Sure, I guess I'll go all the way back, whatever. I don't really see any reason not to. Any top block here, you'll just fill in with deep slate tile blocks that you didn't fill in otherwise. And at the front, you're actually going to fill in this peak with cherry planks. Now it's really starting to shape together. We do still have to do the whole crimson thing, but we'll do that at the very end because we still have 2 more little porches to finish. First off, take note that this little quarter of a gap here you will need to fill in. I'll get rid of the dark oak planks for that because I don't feel like those are... No, those might be needed again, actually. So I'll get them back out, whatever. At this backside, though, what you want to do is you want to place birch fences at the back row of strip spruce here. You'll leave a gap of 2 moving forward and place 2 more birch fence there. And then you'll take the birch fence on either side of the strip spruce and bring it up with 2 more birch fence. This one is a little bit different because of the fact that we have this roof to worry about. So you'll place a deep slate tile stair directly on top of each birch fence. Then go in with an upside down deep slate tile stair and then just place another one on top, like so. Connect the 2 upside down deep slate tile stairs into the wall with cherry planks, and then the rest of the stairs can be connected into the wall with literally just stairs. There's nothing crazy going on there. From this point, we can head to the back and do, I guess, kind of a similar thing. You'll place birch fence on the strip spruce left and right here, and then take the birch fences on either sides and extend them up by 2. You'll then this time place a cherry plank on top of each one and connect them together. And then you can also actually connect those cherry planks to the wall with dark oak planks. Looks like an ice cream sandwich. An inverse ice cream sandwich at that. Place deep slate tile stairs off of these sides here, which would be the dark oak planks moving out like this. And then this one is weird. You'll go in with an upside down deep slate tile stair. Up with the deep slate tile stair. And then generally I would place a block here, but I'm going to place an upside down slab here with a slab on top. Just so there's a little bit more of that cherry visible. So that means you place a cherry there. Connect the slab and each of the stairs to the wall with their respective materials. Now, from each of the, what's it called? Each of the balconies from this point, specifically in the gaps, except for on the back one, this one's weird, you're going to place a crimson stair directly outside of each of the strip spruce, which, again, it'll generally just be where the fences are missing, but on this back one, it's the entire row of 3. You'll then place a row of crimson planks below those stairs and bring those planks out with another row of stairs. If you're, for some reason, lazy and don't want to make planks out of slabs, this is what I actually did originally. So I placed the stairs on the top, that's all good. And then below them I actually placed 2 crimson stairs facing into each other like that, and then placed crimson stairs just in front of them like this. It's very sneaky, but it works. It did the thing, so I didn't complain. Just like that. Now we just have the haywire balcony going all the way up around to the door there. Which, I was going to take a cut before so I can actually better prepare myself, but I'm going to say screw it and go anyway. If it goes bad, though, you won't see it all, don't worry. So, you want to be on the right side of the front door balcony area, and you want to be on the 3rd strip spruce row back. You'll place 2 crimson slabs moving out from there. You'll go up diagonally back with another row of crimson slabs, and then kind of directly back with upside down crimson slabs. You know how I feel about that. Then go back with 2 more upside down crimson slabs. And then you will take the right half of this and these back 2 upside down slabs and place more crimson slabs behind. You'll then go up diagonally to the right with more crimson slabs, placing 1, 2, 3, 4 more, aka until you're at the edge of the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then place upside down slabs right of them, which will overhang by 2. And then you will bring each of those upside down slabs basically all the way back until you hit this white concrete here, which is back by 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take the end 2 and each extend them right an additional 2 with upside down crimson slabs. And then extend back with a row of upside down slabs. You'll then go up diagonally back with a row of crimson slabs like this, and then again it's back with a row of upside down crimson slabs. Still, whatever you want to call it. You can get rid of all of your deep slate and I guess the birch fences and get out barriers, which if you don't know how to do barriers, it's the same thing, just instead of structure underscore void, it's barrier. You also need ladders, crimson trapdoors, and that's, I think, all I'll get for now. So you want to take each of those rightmost 2 upside down crimson slabs like so. You will bring each one up with 4 barriers. And then on top of that top barrier, you'll place crimson planks. Place ladders off of the front of each of these blocks. And then you'll extend each of the crimson planks, I keep wanting to say right, but it's back with 4 upside down slabs. Each slab and or plank can be connected left into the wall, if I cannot get stuck. Then off either side of the ladder, you'll place crimson trapdoors open directly up against said ladder. Okay, no, that one is real. Oh, I forgot that that was going to be annoying. It's okay, I got it. And then I will place one more down here on this side, even though you will have a gap on this side regardless. You will also do the same thing off the sides of each of the regular crimson slabs that are not upside down. Just because there's no real way to put, like, fences that would make sense here. However, on the upside down slabs on the outside, you will place crimson fences, so they will be situated as so. Just around the edge here. Perfect. It's not quite the build done, though, because there is one more thing. The flag. Don't think I forgot. You need, for the flag, chains, mangrove slabs, and a skeleton skull. Oh, and there's the chimney as well. So along with those 3, you want to get out deep slate bricks. And polished deep slate stairs. Funny, I forgot about it for the block chimney, and I forgot about it here. From this roof here on the right side with the door, you'll place from either the top 2 stairs, doesn't really matter which one. I picked the back one. You'll place a chain going right. Right of that chain, you want a mangrove slab. And then right of that slab, you want a skeleton skull. From the mangrove plank, you'll place, or from the mangrove slab, you'll place a plank below it and then an upside down slab below that. For the chimney, it's not too hard to find. It's from this top row of stairs on the front side of this peak, you will count left by 2 and down by 1 to this stair. You'll break this one along with the one to the left and replace them with deep slate bricks. Bring either of those deep slate bricks up by 4, and then on top of them place a polished deep slate stair facing right per block. And, yeah, once you have done that, ladies and gentlemen, that is your Pink Palace Apartments from Coraline complete. That was a pretty nice one. Let me know what you guys think of this one in the comments, and if you have any other suggestions, I guess up the alley of this one. This one took a lot longer. Funnily enough, I started the Addams Family Mansion after this one, and, yeah, you see how that went. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, have a fantastic rest of your day or night. And I will see you on the next one. Oh, wow, it's there. Peace.